think the experience with the technician himself was very positive. There were a couple of them, and I think what it was is the fact that they're coming into your home, and a lot of times when you have people come into your home, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, you know, and you feel like you're getting in their way, and then they're sometimes getting in your way of trying to do your regular daily life's duties. And what I appreciated was that they were not in my way at all. They were very respectful, and they were so helpful in explaining everything that they were doing. If you had any question, they didn't seem like they were bothered that you were asking. They were very open and very helpful in that respect. And I really appreciated that, because honestly, when my mom said, oh, these guys are gonna come and, you know, look at tuning up, and I'm like, oh, Mom, you know, who are you getting in here, you know? And it was the best thing she did. It really was, because it was not what I expected. You know, we've had a lot of people come and do work on the house and stuff, and not that they're horrible, but you don't have the best experiences sometimes. And with Service Champions, it was a great experience. There was really nothing to complain about. And they explained the system, and you know, we had one of those old little dial heater systems, and you get this new digital thing, and it's like, okay, well, how do I, you know, and very patient and very helpful in explaining and just teaching us how to use our new system. That was nice. Well, I could say for sure the most we value about them is that when you call them in for help, they don't hesitate, and they'll send somebody as soon as possible. We were setting up, you know, we had this done in the summertime, so now that it's cold, you know, okay, let's turn on the heater, it's getting cold, and nothing was happening. And we were like, you know, what's going on? So I got the little book and I read it, and I'm like, I'm doing everything exactly the way that the book says it, that the guy showed me. And Mom, we have to call them. And so we called them, they're like, no problem. You know, we'll have somebody out there. We could do it, you know, Friday from this time to this time. And my immediate thing was, oh no, we had a funeral Friday evening at 5 o'clock, and the time was between 4 and 6. And I said, you know what, we have a funeral at 5 o'clock, but I'll just send my mom and I'll stay. And they said, we will try our hardest to be there at 4 o'clock, but we will definitely try even harder to get there sooner. At 1:30, we got the call. At 1:30, the guy shows up, and he says, okay, you know, he goes, I'm gonna go check, you know, the furnace. He goes out there, and it was unplugged. And it was because he didn't do it. It was because we had work on the house done with electrical, and apparently they unplugged it. They never plugged it back in. And we were laughing so hard, and he was so nice about it. And I think that's the one thing is, you know, you don't feel like, kind of like, oh, I feel a little dumb right now, because all we had to do was go, you know, and it was great. He was great about it though, and just appreciated the fact that they did their best to accommodate our schedule, and we appreciated that a lot. Every single technician that we've dealt with has been excellent. I mean, and it's just, I'm just being honest. You can't, I'm big on customer service, and this company has impressed me with their customer service. The times we've called into Service Champions, we've had a person, and I know I've, on a couple of occasions, have spoken to Lisa, and she's been very helpful. She's been really, really nice to deal with. Very pleasant on the phone, and like I said, just really accommodating. You know, it's, you know, we recently called about something, and she's like, okay, I'm looking up the schedule now. And so it's really, really nice to deal with calling in. And, you know, like I said, it's just that customer service that really, that's my big thing. And so I appreciate how she is on the telephone. But I think really too, what stood out to me was the initial technicians that came out and installed everything. I was in the garage, and in our garage there was this area where it was kind of the stuff that they put on there was falling off. This was from before, it wasn't from you guys. And I just kind of looked up there, and you know, we were talking about how inspectors will be coming to check out the house and all that. And the gentleman just looked at me and he goes, I can fix that for you. We'll just, you know, patch it up just so it looks nice. And he didn't have to do that. That wasn't, you know, but it was so appreciated. And just things that they noticed that they were like, telling my mom, Mrs. Garcia, you know what, just to let you know, this probably wouldn't pass inspection, so you may want to have somebody come out and look at it. Being an all-female, household here, it's nice to have people, especially the gentleman that came out and just to let us know about those things. Those are things that they didn't have to do. They didn't have to let us know, but they did, and that was appreciated.